How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Wampa Sparrow. Now today we're going to talk about houses. Now houses are one of the most important things that every Harry Potter fan is going to be able to tell you about. There's two groups of houses, the Ilvermorny houses and the Hogwarts houses. Today we're only going to focus on the Hogwarts houses. During your first day at Hogwarts at the Great Hall, all of the first year students are lined up on stage and are sat in a chair, and a certain hat is put on their head, and this takes into consideration all of the characteristics and thought patterns of each individual and assigns them to each individual house. This also takes into account their preference on which house they would like to be placed into. Now anybody can be placed into any house, but each house has their values in which they admire the most. Hogwarts has 4 houses: Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, and Slytherin. Starting with Gryffindor and its founder, Godric Gryffindor. The Gryffindor values are courage, bravery, nerve, and chivalry. The house mascot is a lion and its colors are scarlet and gold. Now every house in Hogwarts has a house ghost assigned. For Gryffindor, this is Sir Nicholas de Mimsy Porpington, also known as Nearly Headless Nick. And each of the houses has an element assigned, and for Gryffindor, this is going to be fire. Now, Gryffindor being most known from the Harry Potter franchise means that we have a lot of well-known witches and wizards from this house. Of course, we have Dumbledore, we have Harry Potter, Ron Weasley, Hermione Granger, and the list goes on. And that brings us to our next house, which is going to be Hufflepuff. Hufflepuff was founded by Helga Hufflepuff and values hard work, patience, justice, and loyalty. Now Hufflepuff's mascot is a badger and his colors are canary yellow and black. The house ghost for Hufflepuff is Fat Friar, and of the elements, Earth is assigned to Hufflepuff. Now Hufflepuff used to be one of the least known houses of Hogwarts until Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them and their main character, fellow Hufflepuff, Newt Scamander. Great witches and wizards that also come from Hufflepuff include Cedric Diggory, you probably know him as Edward from Twilight, but he was also a finalist in Triwizard Tourney, Nymphadora, and Pomona Sprout. She's a professor of herbology. Next on the list, we have Ravenclaw and its founder, Rowena Ravenclaw. The Ravenclaws are the smart group and they value intelligence, creativity, learning, and wit. Now the Ravenclaw mascot might get you confused. It's not a raven, it's actually an eagle, and its colors are blue and bronze, even though for some reason they decided to turn to blue and gray for the movie. The house ghost for Ravenclaw is a gray lady and its element is air. Now there's a vast group of notable witches and wizards who have been sorted into Ravenclaw. Of course you have Luna Lovegood, Garrick Ollivander, which is a well-known wand maker, Gilderoy Lockhart, who you probably know as being very gifted in memory charms, and Professor Quirrell. And finally, that moves us down to Slytherin, probably the most infamous house of this group. It shares with its house founder, Salazar Slytherin, the values of ambition, cunning, leadership, and resourcefulness. The Slytherin mascot is a serpent and its colors are green and silver. The house ghost for Slytherin is the Bloody Baron, and Slytherin's element is water. Of course, most of the dark witches and wizards come from Slytherin, like Tom Riddle, aka Lord Voldemort, but I wanted to focus on the positive side of Slytherin, like Severus Snape, Horace Slughorn, and of course the greatest and most well-known wizard of all time, Merlin. And that's pretty much all you need to know for the Hogwarts houses. Of course, all this information is going to be great for helping you choose the house that you want to be in. What you should do is go to Pottermore, sign up for an account, take their quiz, and the sorting hat will do its work. Don't worry, it does take into account your house preference. First things first, go ahead and comment below with your house. I, of course, am a Hufflepuff. Then subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next episode.